Hello, my name is Ange, and welcome to a new video. Today, I showcase my process on how I embroider one of my thread painting landscapes in real time. Starting off by separating a single strand of embroidery floss, I find it easier to use a sewing needle when using one or two strands. Using a single strand, I have more control with the details. Right now, I'm working on the sky. I had no plan with the sky as it's not pictured in my reference photo, so I'm just going with the flow here. I use short and long stitches to fill my space and change directions as needed. For the clouds, I used 3 strands to get them to puff up. I also didn't pull the embroidery strands all the way down with the clouds. Most of the embroidery floss I'm using in this piece is J and P coats, but I do use some DMC threads in here as well. Now working with these 2 brands, I much prefer DMC threads. I think that's the general consensus. The material I prefer to work on lately is felt because it fits snug in the embroidery hoop. I do try and work a section at a time, but occasionally I'll bounce around my guidelines depending on where the colors are needed. I was drawn to this particular photo because of the rich purples and vivid greens, which I happen to already have embroidery thread for. Adding French knots for the flowers really made it come to life in my opinion. Every so often, I need to stretch and tighten the felt back in the hoop because of how much I handle it. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how thread painting is layered and that if you work in small areas, it is not that difficult, even though the finished work looks daunting. Mainly, it just takes time and patience. I prefer tedious things, so I'm glad I found my way to embroidery. I'm not one for rules, so it's nice to stitch wherever I want. Hey, thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.